Hello everypony, my name is Moonlight Quill, and welcome to my studio, Sonic Forces. So, I know, don't judge a book by its cover if you never experienced that story. Well, I for one have not. I don't have the game and I've never even played it, but I have seen enough of its gameplay and its story to understand what I am looking to be buying, or maybe not. So, spoiler alert, I will be talking about major spoilers, but honestly, they're not really worth the build-up because there's no impact at the end. So let's talk about this. So, at the trailer, from the start, you think it'd be awesome. The whole entire idea of a dark Sonic game coming back into action where he actually fails to save the world from an unknown reason sounds incredibly intriguing. The fact that he's in a city again and not some boring, dead, empty wasteland of a land, just grasslands and nothing. It was like, where's all the life? Well, anyways, that is super intriguing. Heck, even the music for this game that they released blows my mind, and I can't tell you how many times I love listening to the version of the song with no lyrics in it, the instrumental version. That is an amazing song. With all this, I was actually expecting something even bigger, darker, all that stuff. And the fact that Shadow is a villain? First of all, why is he evil? He would never side Eggman after everything that's happened. Heck, the scene Chaos return, Metal Sonic, this was such a treat. There were so many questions raised and a lot of possibilities. This was incredible. Heck, even the new villain, Infinite. I love Infinite. He is one of the best villains I have seen in Sonic games in many years. We haven't had a character so dark and so menacing as him since, gosh, I think '06, because technically other games that came after that were spin-offs or non-canon, but for a main canon game, for a villain like Mephiles, no one has been as threatening as he was until Infinite came into play, really. So, with the character as Infinite, heck, even the name alone, it sounds like a villain that would really be overing Sonic. And you know what? He actually does. He's faster and stronger than Sonic. So with all that said, why aren't the Chaos Emeralds still not involved? Why? Seriously, these gems were so important to the plot and made a lot of awesome final fights. But we don't get that anymore. Today, the emeralds are just literally there as a costume for Sonic to look shiny, which is so stupid. What happened to the days like this? And honestly, those were so much fun. The music they had playing during those fights was amazing. Now, there are some fights, at least one that I am knowledge of, that really weren't all that great, or could have been better. The problem with it would be in Sonic Adventure 2. The fight with the Bio-Lizard. Now, I love that fight, and I love that song to death, but the thing that always annoyed me was everyone screaming at you. That always got annoying. I want to just listen to the song and only Sonic and Shadow talk. Nobody else whatsoever. You can barely even hear the song and barely enjoy the moment, but it's still such a big thing that it still manages to do well. And Generations was kind of not that great, in fact kind of boring a little bit, unless you have a really cool action song like What I'm Made Of. God, I love that song. But all the other characters, like in Adventure 2, keep screaming at you of the same thing, and it's just annoying. I can't hear the song. You can't even turn off this talking. You can't. So it's so annoying and just dumb. So anyways, getting back to Forces, there is no super form fight. It's like, come on, the world is destroyed, a villain like Infinite has arrived, and he's so much stronger than Sonic ever has been. It's like, where is the emeralds in this whole thing? For a story standpoint, I still get it, but come on. What happened to those days where the super form was so godly, so mysterious and sacred and divine, and just awesome in all kinds of ways? Why aren't those days here anymore? Well, I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't like it. That's fine, but come on, with Forces, with the way the plot was going, I thought they were going to have them in order to defeat someone like Infinite. But as always, it's just another traditional robot boss fight that seems kind of the same as Colors and Lost World's final fight turned out to be. I'm so disappointed in this. And I really hope they do release a DLC story that would conclude the true story of this whole game and have a finale superform fight. But it's kind of late because the emeralds were never mentioned or talked about whatsoever from what I've seen in Forces. The only thing that, or the only couple of things that they actually did that I was hoping for was first, the gameplay on the axe, at least for modern Sonic. They are awesome. They are fast, they are exciting, they're very powerful and impactful in all kinds of ways. Now, another thing, the other Sonic characters, Silver, Amy, Knuckles, all of them, well, almost all of them, they're actually part of the story for once. Thank goodness, because it has been years, and I mean years, since they were ever even a little bit important to a main canon Sonic game on a console. Now, I do count Colors DS being in canon more than the Wii because it's, number one, it's better. So anyways, they're involved in the story, and we get to actually hear what their voice actors got. Because ever since they changed their voices, I've wanted to hear what their actors really got. Because we only get to hear just a few grunts, some sounds, and very short sentences as of late. But now we actually finally can hear what they got on full scripting dialogue, and they are really good. In fact, actually no, they're better than their old voices, at least to me. Shadow's amazing. Rouge doesn't sound as girly. Vector kind of sounds the same, but just better is the only way I can describe it. Heck, even Silver is even better. He actually sounds like Raiden from Metal Gear a lot. Well, almost. Same actor anyways. But still though, I really wanted to hear what these guys got, and now that we can get that, that's something that I really was hoping to see, was these guys actually being a thing again in the Sonic universe, because it's just so boring when it's just Sonic and Tails and Eggman all the time. There's just no fun in it, and stuff like that. Well anyways, another thing they did was probably actually the biggest thing ever that I've seen in years that they did for Sonic. Shadow is playable. Oh my god, this is a miracle. It's a dream come true. It's because seriously, it is canonized. Shadow and Sonic are identical in all kinds of ways. So if they're identical, why can't Shadow ever be playable, or at least unlockable? Shadow is such an iconic character to the franchise. It's like for Mario Bros. It's like you take away Luigi, you never make him playable ever again, and he's barely referenced. That's basically what I see here with Shadow and Sonic games. It's like, come on, everyone loves Shadow. He's so amazing in all kinds of ways. His attitude, his design, his gameplay, his backstory. He actually has a backstory. Sonic does it, and he's the main character of the franchise as a whole. And that was quite an accomplishment, but his story is too short. Very short-lived. They had some pretty awesome remixes from back in Shadow the Hedgehog and Sonic Adventure 2, which I was quite surprised for them to do. I thought they were going to do something new, but that wouldn't be bad either. I'm sure they would do a good job because it's Shadow. They got to have a darker song and a darker vibe to the story that you're doing. And it's just a disappointment that the story is so short-lived. The excitement is incredible, but that's it. It's just short-lived. And I heard that when you beat the story, you can unlock him in the main game. So, is this game really worth it? I think it is. It's just that the game didn't finish strong. There's no super form, there's no real final boss. It's just Eggman and another traditional robot fight, which is so boring at this point. I want a godly enemy again, and I thought Infinite was going to be that villain that we'd fight at the very end in a super form fight because Sonic isn't as strong as him, and that would give him the edge over him. That would have been so much better. The game would have had such a powerful ending. Heck, I wouldn't mind if Classic Sonic went super with him at the same time, but I still wish it was just Sonic and Sonic alone. Or have Shadow be super. Come on, I miss Super Shadow. Heck, when are we going to see Sonic and Shadow fight together again in a super form fight? Probably never. Maybe in fan fiction, but anyways, overall, Forces isn't that bad. It would be worth it, I think, but I honestly am still not sure if I really should get this game or not, because I heard there might be DLC coming out for this to have Super Sonic included, but I don't know if that's true. But people have hacked into the PC version and found in the files that Super Sonic is playable, but only through that hacked PC version. So does this imply that they're still developing Super Sonic? Did they just ran out of time to add him in? Or what is the reason? It begs an explanation. But I don't think they will. I honestly don't. But I will at least keep my hopes up in seeing some DLC come out where it will improve the game's story and have a stronger finish. So what do you all think about this game? Do you think Forces really lived up to its name? Do you really think Sonic made the comeback he really needed to have in years? Is this game really worth purchasing? Let me know in the comments below. I want to hear what you guys thought if you've experienced this game already yourselves. So that'll be all for now. I'm Moonlight Quill, and thank you for joining me today.